I would like to talk a little bit now about what I regret in life. Gosh, I have so many regrets, I just cannot even count them all. Honestly, I regret my entire existence from the moment of birth to this day. No, LOL JK, I'm just kidding. How many people actually believe that? How many of you actually believe that? That I've regretted everything? Okay. Let's start to roll back a little bit here and let's actually start to discuss this, because the thing is, perhaps when I was younger, I did have regret. Sure. Because I was much younger then. I didn't have the experience that I now have. However, in my life where I am now, I don't regret things. When I make a mistake, when I do something bad, when it goes through my mind, or something that I missed out on, whatever it is, I'm like, I have to learn from that. I don't have a regret. I guess the feeling can be very similar to regret, in that I feel like a sense of like, gosh, I wish I did that. I wish I did that. That is a feeling of regret. But then I tell myself, I'm going to change that behavior. I'm going to change that action. I'm going to learn from the mistake, learn the lesson, and not repeat it the same way. And perhaps next time I'm in that situation, I get a little better, but maybe not fully. So it is a learning progress, but I'm very patient with myself in this learning journey that I'm in. So that's just how it is. So yes, from the moment of birth until now, I just regret every single millisecond that ever existed. No, that's not how we are here. It's not how we are. So you may be wondering then, okay, learning lessons, making better choices going forward, growing, becoming a better person. Well, I've talked about mistakes that I've made in the past. Like, some time ago, I made a video which was very, very popular, like several years ago, about regretting my transition and everything, just feeling some sort of level of regret. And I don't think I really said that I regret that sort of stuff in there. I don't remember. It was quite a long time ago. But basically, it was saying that there were certain things that I did that perhaps I should have waited a little bit on. But once I sorted a lot of that stuff out within my own life, then I started to realize that perhaps if I did not take the action I did with my transition, that things would be much worse in my life. So I look at it from a positive lens. Like, okay, maybe there are side effects, maybe there are problems, maybe there are issues, but maybe I can find some sort of way of working that out, which I did. It really was mostly the hormones that I was taking that was literally completely destroying my entire body. I mean, it was literally just destroying it all. Now, things are a lot better. They really are. Things aren't perfect, but they're way better than they were before. So, it is very, very interesting. It's very, very interesting when you really start to think about actions that you've made in the past that you wish that you did. I'm very patient now. So, I don't think about regret. I take the lessons that life is teaching me. So I'm sure I'd be wondering then, it's like, okay, perhaps I went through all those years. Like, why didn't I notice some of the problems that I had sooner when it comes to my own well-being and health? Why did I wait so long? Why did I do those things in the past? And I think it's because I just wasn't ready yet. I needed to become aware of something first in order to get to a better place myself. So, sure, I've made mistakes and I've learned from those mistakes. And I'm a better person as a result of the decisions that I've made in the past. And then I help other people realize that maybe they shouldn't be rushing into things. Maybe they should take it a little bit slower. Maybe they need to realize that everything's not going to be perfect. There will be problems, and you have to be ready for those problems, because I wasn't ready. No one ever told me any sort of problems. So that's just something that I was mindful of now. And I'm very conscious now. And I'm here saying that so other people are aware and conscious of the decisions that they make, that maybe they're not really thinking it through 100%, or if they do, maybe they're turning a blind eye. Like, there's people that I know, it's like I've told my story about the problems here, and I see similar problems in these people, and I'm gonna say, I'm telling you, this is what it is, this is what it is. Oh, I don't think that's what it is. It's like you are in a spot where I was, where I used to be. I'm trying to tell you, they don't want to listen to it. So it's a sad thing when you see other people struggling with something similar as you, and you're trying to tell them, hey, get the hint here. This is what's going on. And they just completely flat out deny it and don't want to believe it, because we don't want to believe that we've made a mistake. We don't want to let ourselves down. We don't want to be thinking, gosh, my whole worldview is now shattered. We don't want to think that. So we turn a blind eye and we just look away. It is easier to just look away. Well, we can't be doing that. We have to face it head on. And that's exactly what I have done about all sorts of things in my life now. I don't regret. I face it head on and I learn. It's a slow learning process, but I get there over time. So do the same thing and you will realize that there's no need to have regret.